Hey everybody, it's Roy here from OtakuHoma, and I'm here today to do a review for Suicide Squad. I'm about to run some errands, and I really wanted to get this review for you guys, so I just want to take a little minute and just tell you a quick little review for it. So, I saw the movie yesterday, and I thought the movie was fantastic. So, let me just tell you that everything was awesome, man. Will Smith did a great job as Deadshot. Margot Robbie was awesome as Harley Quinn. Jared Leto was a good Joker. Viola Davis was awesome as Amanda Waller, Joel Kinnaman as Rick Flag, and the list just goes on. So, David Ayer wrote and directed this movie. The pacing of this movie for me was really good, way better than Batman vs. Superman. You know, even though the runtime was 2 hours and 15 minutes, I never once looked at my watch to see, like, when this movie was going to be over. And let me just say, when you have all of these characters and you had to cover, I didn't even know how they were going to do this, but they had to cover backstories on all these people. They covered them all really nicely. And the first thing they did was they covered, they covered Deadshot and Harley Quinn and everybody, and they just kind of went into all their backstories and stuff like that, and how they all, especially with Harley Quinn, how she met the Joker, and talked about how they met each other and stuff like that. Ben Affleck makes a brief appearance as Batman throughout the movie, and does an excellent job as always as Batman, as he did in Batman vs. Superman. Now let me say, the dynamic between Harley Quinn and the Joker was very well done. The chemistry that Margot Robbie and Jared Leto as the Joker and the Harley Quinn, their chemistry was very good. Hands down, very nice work, those two. Viola Davis as Amanda Waller, she played her awesome. Amanda Waller is like a soulless, heartless woman with her own agenda, and she did her justice. Let me just say that. The Flash makes a brief cameo appearance in the movie. If you didn't already know that from all the articles that got leaked out and stuff like that, which kind of sucked because that would have been a cool surprise in the movie. Him being there, for some reason, made more sense than him showing up in Batman vs. Superman, the way that they had him show up there. It made more sense in Suicide Squad than it did in Batman vs. Superman. It was well done. It was done better there than in Batman vs. Superman. And if I didn't mention it before, Suicide Squad is like 10 times better than Batman vs. Superman. And that's because the way they did the story, the background, the overall pace of everything, how everything laid out, and the structure wise and everything like that, and even how the movie ended was cooler for me, because the way the movie ended was like, for me, it was like an episode of like the animated series, or like a potential for of things to come. For like a Batman movie, like a pickup of another episode of something happening, of a movie or what have you. So, but yeah, and the music was good. I bought the soundtrack. The soundtrack's great. I love the music from the movie. And it's funny, I like a lot of the Marvel movies, but I've never bought a soundtrack to any of the Marvel movies ever. And I didn't buy the soundtrack to Batman vs. Superman, but for some reason I bought the soundtrack to Suicide Squad. I liked the music from Suicide Squad. And anyway, and then but other than that, besides the music and all that other stuff, before I saw the movie and I was hearing all this stuff about Rotten Tomatoes giving a 31%, and then hearing all this stuff about these people wanting to put a petition to shut down Rotten Tomatoes, all these DC people, getting upset and everything. Let me just tell you this. I'm not like a hardcore comic book reader. Like, I don't know like extensive details and stuff like that on all these characters. The only thing that I know about Batman and stuff like that is from what I've watched growing up as a kid, watching the Batman the animated series, and watching Superman the animated series, and so forth back when I was a kid, watching it on the WB and watching it on Fox Kids, when I was younger. So, and Harley Quinn debuted on Batman the animated series. That's where she came from. So, and just so you guys know, she does wear the Jester costume in a brief little moment that they show in the movie, a little nod to the people that know her original, outfit. in the Jester costume. So anyway, that's pretty much it for my review. It's, you know, I don't like to make my reviews long because I don't feel like there's really a need for it if you already know if you're going to say if the movie's good or bad. And I don't like to get too technical on certain things. I know a lot of people do, but I don't. And I try not to really put any spoilers in there or do two different type of reviews where I'm like, I'm going to do a heavy spoiler review and a non-spoiler review. You know what I mean? So the only thing I'm dropping is that the Flash makes a cameo, but that was already leaked out on the paper and everybody knew that, you know what I mean? And everybody knew Batman was in the movie from the trailer, so I'm really not saying that. The only other thing I'm going to say is that I'm not going to say who the main bad guy is in the movie, who they fight. The only thing I will say is that I heard one review where somebody was saying that when you see them fighting in the movie, it looks like some kind of bad guys that were, somebody said something about that they were like a throwaway bad guys when you're fighting, when the bad guys that they're fighting are like almost like they're weak, that they're fighting. In every kind of movie that people that the good guy are fighting like the army of whoever and they're beating them up very easily, you know, that's in every type of movie where the hero's beating up the army very easily. That's in any movie. Any movie you see, they're always beating them up easily. It's the main bad guys that they get to. It gets harder as they move on to. It's just like any video game. It's just like in video games. It gets harder as you get to the next level. You know what I mean? So that's like something very, very like technical to be nitpicky, you know, to get nitpicky about that. So that's something, for me, that's just kind of stupid. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's just dumb. So anyway, that's really the thing that I'm like, that's just kind of dumb right there. So anyway, but anyway, other than that, the movie was great, guys. Go out and check it out. I'm seeing it tonight in IMAX in 3D because I want to check it out in 3D. So anyway, you guys comment below if you liked the movie or didn't like the movie. Just let us know, and you know, check it out. Let us know what you think. Like us, subscribe. Talk to you guys later. I'm Roy from OtakuHoma. We'll see you next time on our reviews, unboxings, whatever we do next. We don't know. We'll let you know. Later.